As the old saying goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So it would logically follow that there's more than one way to get your backyard zipline tight. Today we're going to go over a few simple hacks that use nothing more than your basic $2 ratchet strap that you probably have lying around your shed already, so stay tuned. But real quick, if you're new here, what's up? Welcome to the backyard. I'm Jeff and this is Fun Size Adventures, where we help you and your family have some backyard fun like this while keeping it on a budget. So a little backstory. In the 4 years I've been doing this channel, my #1 video is 5 simple hacks to get your zipline tight, which goes over ways that don't need any additional specialty tools or anything. But I've got a lot of comments in that time asking if there's any way that a ratchet strap would help. I've worked out a few different ways to help get your zipline tight, which we're going to go over here, and also one that solves a problem that a lot of people seem to have had, where they want to be able to quickly disconnect their zip line and then put it back up again without having to go through all the trouble of tightening it again. So stay tuned for that at the end. So hack #1, when you're doing your initial install of your zip line, first you'll have to get the top end situated where you put the harness around the tree and attach it to the main line. And then you're not going to need this till you get to the other end, where you take the main line, wrap it around your secondary tree, and take one single cable clamp, clamp it onto itself just as tight as you can pull it without putting too much strain into it. And then you're going to take the next cable clamp, form a loop with the end of the cable, and cinch that down so you now have a loop that you can hook your ratchet strap to. Then about 10 feet past where that will reach, attach your final cable clamp, because most modern zipline kits come with 3 cable clamps, to the line. That way you can use that as the anchor point for one end of the ratchet strap, and then the other end of the ratchet strap can hook in the loop you formed at the end of the cable. Then you can start to cinch it tight. Once you get the ratchet starting to pull tight, you're going to go back to the first cable clamp you put on, loosen it up slightly so that the wires can slide through it, and then you're going to cinch your ratchet strap down and pull it as tight as you need to get it. And then you'll go back and you'll tighten that first cable clamp up again with your cable now tight, at which point you can undo cable clamps #2 and 3 and then move them back to near cable clamp #1, so you have all 3 cable clamps holding the 2 cables together like they're supposed to be. And then you're done. So while you still have to put those different anchor points, it does make the tightening a little bit easier, whereas normally you're up on a ladder trying to pull the cord and lean and then use a ratchet to and it's a whole thing. So in this scenario, the ratchet strap is really just taking the place of a second person holding the wire tight, albeit a very strong and reliable person, which none of my kids fit in that category. And a quick disclaimer that I put in all my zipline related videos is you don't want the line to be 100% taut, as that will keep you going way too fast right up until the end of the line, and it'll just kind of like create too much of a jerking motion. If there's a little bit of slack, that will actually make the last bit of the line uphill, helping slow you down at the end, and it'll be a much smoother stop at the bottom. So you don't want it 100% tight. You just want it tight enough that you're not scraping your butt on the ground through the center section, because you only have so many pants. You don't want to get the butts dirty. You can't. Your wife's gonna get mad if all of your kids are constantly getting their butts dirty every time they use the zipline. Which brings us to our second hack, which this is something I've got a few different comments of in the past. People that the only 2 trees they have in their yard sets their zipline up right across the middle of their yard. They want to be able to take it down in order to have other things going on in their yard, not have the zip line in the way. But as you can see, that's quite a process to try to get your zip line tight, and it's just not feasible to do that every time you want to take it up and put it down. I figured out that what you can do is go up to the top end of your zip line. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hooks on your ratchet strap, put them through one of the openings on the... I'm totally blanking on what the tensioner thing is called that you turn together. Not carbuncle. What's it called? I don't know what it's called, but I'll put the word right here. That's what I'm talking about. You put these hooks through the holes on that, loop it around the tree, and then you can crank this down until the tension is now on this, and it's no longer on the harness that goes around the tree. That way you can undo that bolt, pull that out, and now you can release your ratchet strap. The line will be disconnected. You can take it all, put it out of the way, put it all at the base of the secondary tree. And then when you're ready to put it back, you just take it up, you put the ratchet strap back around the tree, hook it on, and then you just have to crank it down until the point where you can get the bolt back through where it's supposed to be and hook the regular wire harness around the tree again. And that is not very difficult. I did this whole process in under 5 minutes, and it should be easily redoable. Very easy to actually do this, and that way within 5 minutes you can pull your zip line down, put it back up, get it out of the way of your yard if your zip line path cuts through space that you use for other activities. And if you're interested in which ratchet straps as well as zip lines I recommend, check out the links in the description. Those are affiliate links. The channel will earn a small commission if you happen to buy them, and it'll just help us keep making awesome videos like this to help you and your family. Hopefully that information will help you get your backyard zip line tight. If you want to know more about getting your backyard zip line set up, I've got a whole playlist right here of different videos that outline all the different little nuances of what you need to know to have the perfect backyard zip line set up. Until next time, get out there in your backyard, have a fun-sized adventure of your own with your family, have some zip line fun, and just do it on a budget. Don't spend money. Spend that money on pizza. See ya.